CEO of Ampere. Today, I'm pleased to be here and have such an opportunity to share my understanding and opinions about Bitcoin mining. I founded the world industry's first crypto mining comprehensive platform 10 years ago in China, and have witnessed the hash rate keeps growing continuously. And one of the questions I think the most often is, what is the future of Bitcoin mining under such circumstances? Okay, first let's review how Bitcoin mining works. Bitcoin mining is a process of validating the new transactions in the member pool and adding them on the blockchain ledger. So calculation. Mining rigs, simply put, mining rigs perform mathematical calculations until they get the correct answer. Then mining rigs get the block rewards. There are three time-related important concepts. The first one is 10 minutes. The network generates a new block every 10 minutes. The second concept is 14 days. Bitcoin network adjusts the mining difficulty every 2016 blocks, equivalent to 14 days. The third concept is 4 years. Bitcoin network will automatically have the block rewards every 4 years. The 4 years mechanism plays a very important role in the Bitcoin's economic model to limit issuance. Next, let's review the Bitcoin halving history. The first halving occurred in November 2012, when the output of single block decreased from 15 bitcoins to 25 bitcoins. The second halving took place in 2020, 2012, 2016, and the third in 2020. The fourth halving is expected to occur in April 2024. Each halving has in 50% induction in the amount of the Bitcoin's out quantity, but the rise of the Bitcoin prices will make up miners' income if you calculate the total revenue through in fiat. The halving seems to be a key time point for the rise of Bitcoin prices, so-called halving market. And next, let's review the interruption of mining rigs. At the very beginning, miners employed CPUs to mine Bitcoin. CPU mining was soon replaced by GPU mining because GPU is better at repeated calculations. After GPU mining, it comes from FPGA. FPGA is a hardware and that one user can program to carry out one or more logic operations, but still very limited. So it eventually replaced by ASIC. Speaking of ASIC mining, the world's first ASIC mining machine was produced by a Chinese manufacturer called Avalon. Yeah. The price of the world's first Avalon miner is 75 BTC per unit in 2013. It's a very amazing price. How wonderful if it could be we traveled back such good old days. Later, a new machine came onto the market, appeared. It's called Bitfree, whose performance was significantly improved compared to Avalon. Bitfree has a mining pool called JHash. What left me a great impression on me is that there is a simple copy on JHash minimalist website. They say, we are just playing cautiously. Later, around the end of the 2013, Bitmain came on the stage. And until now, Bitmain is continues to interrupt the rigs. It still is on the absolute leading position in the global market. This is a brief history of the mining machines. From this graph, we can see that the interruption speed of the nanometer from the chip between 130 nanometer and 20 nanometer is relatively fast. This is reason that the lower the number of nanometers, the more difficult to program and produce chips. Let's take Bitmain and Miner as an example. We can discuss a mining rig from two dimensions, the hash rate and the power efficiency. We can see that the hash rate of a single miner increased about 1,400 times, and the consumption of a unit miner decreased about 19 times. From this picture, we can see since S9, the power consumption reduction has slowed down significantly, which means the life of new machines become longer. This also indicates another important phenomenon, that is, the investment of the Bitcoin mining is getting longer and longer. Next, let's look at the current distribution of the global hash rate. As an incomplete statistics, more than 50% of the global hash rate now in United States. This is one of the reasons why I am here today. As the block rewards are able to be harvested and the mining difficulty continues to rise, who are investing the increasing hash rates? We observe that the investors can be categorized in following types. The first one is the institutional investors, represented as a listed company. They are large-scale, corporate managed, and highly compliant. The second is intensive capital, such as some capitals in Southeast Asia and the Middle East, who has huge chunks of capital. And their goal and approach to make money through mining are very different. The third category is upstream and downstream enterprises in the energy industry. As we know, the main cost of Bitcoin mining is caused by the electricity. So low electricity prices will be a big advantage for mining investment. Companies with energy industries experience can take their energy advantages to facilitate their consumption in Bitcoin mining business. Last but not least, for individual investors, it tends to be difficult for mining effectively. Participating through the cloud mining will become an increasingly popular channel. And as the Cambridge Bitcoin Electricity Consumption Index, Bitcoin network consumes about 1,400 terawatt hours electricity per year, equivalent to about 15 kilowatts. It sounds like a large number, but in fact, it accounts about 0.62% of the global energy supply. This is a small proportion compared to other traditional industries. Recently, we have also seen nuclear energy getting involved in crypto mining, and more wind, solar energy has been used. The proportion of green energy in the energy consumption of Bitcoin mining is relatively high. And as the Ethereum switching to POS shows a strong potential. But I think the role of POW in blockchain is underestimated. As a backbone of equity value and stable consensus, POW, I think, will coexist with POS for a long time. I think POW is a bridge connecting the physical world and the virtual world. We expect POW to be greener and the continuous evolution to improve the level of human energy utilization and to achieve the largest blockchain consensus. Finally, please allow me to briefly introduce Ampere. Founded in 2014, Ampere is one of the world's leading mining pool, with the nodes deployed all over the world, and provides stable, effortless, and efficient mining experience for global users. As a blockchain infrastructure company, Ampere believes that technology can bring infinite possibilities to blockchain world, and is committed to supporting and developing POW ecosystem. Ampere has two main businesses. The one is a well-known mining platform. It currently supports 15 cryptos. It provides stable global access nodes, and the VIP users can include VIP nodes. And it pays miners daily and sends money on time. It also supports hash rate transfer function. Another business is cloud mining pool, which provides a white label service and engineering solutions for miners who want to build their own pool under their own brand name. The white label pool naturally inherits the features of Ampere in strong carrying capacity and zero fluctuation. At the lower and right corner is our contact information. Welcome to follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter. That's all I'd like to share today. Thank you all for your listening.